Okay, boys and girls, so yesterday we did our first read of our new book about frogs, everything you need to know about frogs and other slippery creatures. Got a quick peek at what we were going to be learning about. And today you're going to do a close read of pages 14 and 15, which is what we started with yesterday with our first read through. So today you're going to do your close read, and we have to remember all of the things we do when we're close readers. Now, if anybody happens to have forgotten what we do, where can we look in our room to remind us of what we do when we're close reading? Noelle?
The book.
Well, you definitely need your book for close reading. Where else can I look, Aviana?
You can look there in the pink book.
Right, let's take a look up at the board. We have an anchor chart on the wall up there, but we also have it right up here on the board. So when we're close reading, we jot down unfamiliar words and look for clues to their meanings. We write down things we notice and wonder and think about the answers to our questions. And we're also looking for the gist. Now, because we've already read through this one time, you're familiar with the text. And now what you need to do is read through it closely, do all our strategies. And in a few minutes, we'll stop and you could talk to your group and your partners and talk about what things you have discovered in your close reading. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, so boys and girls, take a few minutes, get your sticky notes and your pencils ready, and as you read through, you're going to go ahead and do all the things we do when we're close readers, okay? Go ahead. We're going to take a moment to turn and talk. So what you, the close reading you've done already. I want you to take a moment to turn to your groupmates and talk about some words that maybe you didn't know. And you can talk with your groups just like we've done in the past. Maybe there are your friends or even yourself can find some clues to help you figure out the meanings of words you don't know. And also talk a little bit about things you notice and wonder. And if anybody has gotten to already figure out the gist of the page, you're going to turn and talk in your groups. And just remember to follow all of our protocols, taking turns, and listening respectfully to our classmates. Okay? So go ahead, turn and talk in your groups for a minute about some of the things that you've read so far.
I read that
Turn and talk to your group.
I read that when they get bigger, that they actually disappear and are replaced with lungs. I learned that when an egg hatches, a type of meltdown and a pair of gills are not fully developed. I mean, they eventually disappear, and then they replace their gills, and then they are replaced with gills, with lungs. I read the gills. A man and a female frog come and live together, and they get laid in clumps and strings. What? The eggs get laid in clumps and strings. Oh, I got another one.
I noticed that eggs look like eyeballs. It's really cute.
I thought they were raisins.
I understand that
Raisins look like you know when we went to art museum, they used hot fire and they put it stuff. I thought it looked like raisins that they glued on. I know. Why do eggs? Maybe to confuse somebody, a person that's trying to take
A person?
Yeah, like somebody.
An animal. It's another animal that could eat that.
Oh, a person that can take them away. They attach themselves to weeds. Algae.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Boys and girls, let's take a moment to share a little bit about what we talked about at your group. Joy, can you tell me something at your group that you talked about that is something, either a word that you were unfamiliar with or something you noticed or wondered? I'm sorry, can you say that again? You think the word stub. So you were caught on the word stub, but then when you looked at the words around it, you decided that that's little? Okay, very good. Noelle, why don't you share something from your group?
What I read is that Maria read that when they get bigger, they are eventually disappear and replaced with lungs.
What disappeared?
I didn't see it, but it said that they eventually disappeared, and when they're getting bigger, they are replaced with lungs.
Well, let's help Noelle. Noelle read something that said that something is replaced with lungs. Did anybody know what Elvis? What gets replaced with lungs?
Their gills?
Their gills. So you found that in your reading?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Very good. Good helping out. Go ahead, Christian.
He said after 4 weeks, the gills start covering the body.
Okay, so that's something that you noticed, or you're helping answer Noelle's question?
What?
Oh, okay. That was just something that you thought was interesting that you noticed? Okay. How about back there? Ryan, do you have anything from your group, a word that you guys were stuck on, or something you noticed either from the pictures or the text? Oh, so Ashley, you want to go? Okay, go ahead. The word, say it again. Stub and froglet. Now, Joy had that same word stub, right? And Joy, what did you say you thought it meant? Small. So, Joy, tell us why do you think it means small? Let's find the sentence. Show me where it is on the page, Joy. What part? Stub. Okay, it's down to the corner by the rattle, right? So let's look, Ashley, let's look at that word where you see stub. Let's read the sentence. Can you read where it says nearly there? Read that first sentence for me. A small stub of a tail. So you're not sure. Now, Joy said she thinks it means small because did you see that clue word in the sentence? A small stub of a tail. If we took out that word stub, what do you think might make sense in that sentence? Eldest. By 12 weeks, the frog has only a small stub of a tail. Remember what we've done. If we take that word out, by 12 weeks, the frog has only a small, and here's our mystery word, stub of a tail. Well, I think you're right, Joy. I think the word small gives us a little bit of a clue. Elvis, what word do you think would make sense in that sentence?
Bit.
Bit of a tail. Does that sound right to you guys? A small bit of a tail?
Yeah.
Right? His tail is small, yet just a tiny little bit? Well, I think that might be. So it's stub. So maybe on your sticky notes you might mean stub equals bit, right? Maybe. That makes pretty good sense to me. So that might be something that you put in your notes. And that's what we do when we come to unfamiliar words. We say, what would make sense in that sentence, okay? We look at the pictures as well, right? And if you look at the picture, right, how does his tail look? Small, just a tiny little bit. So Elvis, I think that was a good try, okay? Does anybody else have any questions or anything before we continue our close reading? Anything else that they want to share? Noelle?
The word algae.
Algae, that's the word, algae, right, algae. So look at it in the sentence, Noelle. Are you able to figure out what it means in the sentence?
I think so.
Let's see, where is it in the sentence?
I saw it over here.
Here, look at here. A tadpole begins to feed on algae. So if he feeds on algae, it must be something what? He eats, right? So we could figure that out from the clues in the sentence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so boys and girls, yeah, we were going to finish your annotating. I don't know if we want to just wrap it up. Okay. All right. So boys and girls, you did a great job with your close reading.